Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Asha Talks. In this video, I am going to talk about my trip to Land of Clouds, Meghalaya. I visited this place in October month. Out of my experience, I would suggest you to carry raincoat and umbrella as you can experience unexpected rains in Meghalaya. Considering the cool weather in Meghalaya, it's better to carry sweater. Last but not least, as Meghalaya is land of waterfalls, you need to carry extra clothes to swim. On day 1, we have arrived at Guwahati airport. From there we went to pick up self-drive car from Ahija Car Rentals. Our experience with them was very good. They provided us new Baleno car for a very reasonable price. We paid around 10,000 rupees without fuel for 1 week for this car. Before I go into details of our itinerary in Meghalaya, please do subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that you don't miss my further videos notification. On day 1, we travelled to Shillong from Guwahati. Here in Meghalaya, sun sets earlier than usual. So start your day early to cover more sightseeing places. After reaching to Shillong, in the evening we went to Police Bazaar where you can find good local restaurants. As there are no big markets in Meghalaya other than Shillong, in case if you have forgotten raincoat or umbrella, buy it here. On day 2, we did go to Lightlam Grand Canyon, the place where you can see clouds to be parallel to us. These green meadows and clouds make this place heavenly. Next, we had visited Elephant Waterfalls, where tourists are not allowed to swim. Now we were heading to Cherrapunji. Cherry blossoms and pine trees on either side of the road makes this journey to be scenic. We experienced heavy rain as we were approaching the world's wettest place, Cherrapunji. Finally, we reached Cherrapunji, which is also called as Sohra. Cherrapunji is well known for waterfalls. So first we went to Eco Park to see Seven Sister Waterfalls. Usually when we visit a waterfall, it is falling down from a height and we are standing below looking at it. But here the experience is such that we are standing right from where the waterfall starts. Next, we went to Dentlin Waterfalls, which is again offering the top view of the waterfall. On day 3, we planned to trek double-decker Living Root Bridge, but it was heavily raining. Still, we didn't give up. We went to Tirna village to start the trek. We wore raincoat and started our trek. This trek requires one whole day as we need to climb down 3500 steps and also climb up to come back. So totally 7000 steps. During our trek, we were passing through two hanging bridges, and the views around these bridges are beautiful. On our way, first we saw the single-decker Living Root Bridge. We stopped by this scenic view to have tea and Maggie. During this trek, we get to see small villages in between where local homestays and eateries are present. So you can stop in between your trek and can relax at these local shops. Here is the double-decker Living Root Bridge near to a beautiful waterfall where one can swim to rejuvenate themselves. Walking on this Living Root Bridge was a wonderful experience. This full trek up and down took us 5 hours. Mausami Cave is a beautiful limestone cave located at Cherrapunji. These caves are quite long, but only 150 meters is open for tourists. We started our journey to Moling Nong, which was Asia's cleanest village. There are no good restaurants in this route except for KBR restaurant. So make sure you have your breakfast or lunch here on your way to Moling Nong. Moling Nong welcomed us with full of greenery and clean roads. This is the homestay where we stayed in the village. Here every house has courtyard with lot of unique flowering plants and trees. Overnight stay here made us to know about local culture and living style of the tribal Khasi people. Near to Moling Nong, we went to see Rivai Living Root Bridge, which is not so strong as double-decker root bridge. We saw this beautiful sunset at Bangladesh viewpoint. On the outskirts of Moling Nong village, we went to see this balancing rock, where big rock is resting on a smaller stone since ages in spite of cyclone and storm. In the night, we had amazing local Kashi food prepared by owner of the homestay. On day 5, we traveled to Dauki, which is India-Bangladesh border. The main attraction in Dauki is Umgot River. The water of this river is so clear that the boats floating on it look as if they are on a crystal glass surface. We did go for boating here, which is our most memorable experience. Actually, part of this river belongs to Bangladesh, so we got to see Bangladesh tourists and their food stalls on the other side. We were heading to Jowai to visit Krangsuri Waterfalls, which is well known for its shimmering blue waters. This is the upper view of waterfalls, surrounded with lush green scenery. Look at the color of waterfall, it's completely magical. Authorities provide life jackets for tourists to swim. Over there, my husband was swimming in this nature's pool of wonderland. Last day on our way back to Guwahati airport, we visited Umium Lake near Shillong. We got soaked into beauty of this lake surrounded by the mountains. Boating was available here. We went for speed boating, which is really worthy. That's all about our Meghalaya trip. For more travel content, please subscribe to my channel. If you like this video, do like, share, comment. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram where I keep posting my travel photos.